you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. Today we're going to cover two segments: procrastination, which is taking your time doing things, and pre-crastination, which is this episode, which is rushing into things. Procrastination is a well-known and serious behavioral problem involving both practical and psychological implications. Taxpayers commonly put off submitting their annual returns until the last minute, risking mathematical errors in their frenzy to file. Lawmakers notoriously dawdle and filibuster before enacting sometimes rash and ill-advised legislation at the 11th hour. And students burn the midnight oil to get their term papers submitted before the impending deadline, preluding proper polishing and proofreading. Let's fix this a little bit here. Okay. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. We who hesitates is lost. Procrastination is the thief of time. However, the opposite of procrastination can also be a serious problem, a tendency we call pre-crastination. Pre-crastination is an inclination to complete tasks quickly, just for the sake of getting things done sooner than later. People answer emails immediately rather than carefully contemplating their replies. People pay bills as soon as they arrive, thus failing to collect interest income. And people grab items when they first enter grocery stores, carry them back of the store, pick up the groceries at the back, and then return to the front to pay for them without even checking to see if they're on sale, thus toting the items further than necessary and paying more than they need to. Familiar adages also warn of hazards of procrastination. Measure twice, cut once. Marry in haste. Repent at leisure. Look before you leap. We first found striking evidence of procrastination in a laboratory study exploring the economics of effort. College students were asked to carry one of the pair of buckets, one of the left side of the walkway and one on the right side of the walkway. The students were instructed to carry whichever bucket seemed easier to take to the end of the walkway. We expected students to choose the bucket closer to the end because it would have been carried a shorter distance. Surprisingly, they preferred the bucket closer to the starting point, actually carrying it further. When asked why they did so, most students said sometimes, like, I wanted to get the task done quicker and be done with it, even though this choice did not in fact complete the task any sooner. 9 experiments involving more than 250 students failed to reveal that what might have been so compelling about picking up nearer buckets. Although some hidden benefits may await discovery, a simple hypothesis is that getting something done, or coming closer to getting it done, is inherently rewarding. No matter how trivial the achievement, even sometimes something as inconsequential as picking up a bucket may serve as its own reward. The pre-crastination by college students, bill payers, and emailers and shoppers are a symptom of our hurried lives. The other study from our laboratory suggested it is not, that the experiment was done with pigeons. The birds would earn food by pecking a touch screen 3 times first into a square in the center of the screen, second into the same square or into a square that randomly appeared to do the left or the right side of it, and third into the side after a star appeared within it. Critically, food was given after the final peck regardless of whether the second peck struck the center square or the side square, whether the star would be presented or not. The pigeons directed their second peck to the side square, hence moving to the goal position as soon as they could, even though there were no obvious or extra reward for doing so. Thus, the pigeons precrastinated. Finding precrastination in the pigeon is particularly important because the evolutionary ancestors of pigeons and people went their separate ways 300 million years ago, following a popular line of thinking and comparative psychologically. The fact that both pigeon and people precrastinate suggests that the behavioral tendency may have emerged even earlier than we thought. Why would our evolutionary kin have precrastinated, and why do humans in our pigeon comparison do so now? It is possible, as suggested above, that precrastination amounts to grabbing low-hanging fruit. If grain is nearby or if the bucket is close at hand, then it may be best to get it while it is available. Another explanation is that completing a task immediately may relieve working memory. By doing the task right away, you don't have to remember to do it later. It can be taxing to keep future tasks in mind, requiring people to delay performance of tasks often worsens their performance of it. Yet, we doubt that this is the whole story. Lifting the bucket doesn't tax working memory very much, and it's not obvious that why directing the second peck to the future goal location would reduce the load on the pigeon's working memory. A simpler account is that the task completion is rewarding and in itself. Tasks that can be completed quickly woo us more than tasks that must be delayed. All potential tasks or their underlying neural circuits complete for completion. Neural circuits for tasks that get completed may endure longer than neural circuits for tasks that don't get completed. Another benefit for completing tasks as soon as it's possible is to provide us with as much information as possible about the costs and the benefits of task-relating behaviors. Trial and error learning is the most reliable way we discover what does and doesn't succeed in everyday life. Such learning can be prompt, practical behavior innovations. Given these benefits, it may be better to gain experience from several trials than only a few. Precrastination clearly adds to the challenge of coping with procrastination. Not only must a procrastinator start sooner to begin tasks they'd rather defer, but they must also inhibit the urge to complete small, trivial tasks that being immediately rewarded just for being completed. The discovery of precrastination may suggest a way to counter the ills of procrastination. Break larger tasks into smaller ones. Such a smaller task, when completed, will promote a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. It will also bring one step closer via trial and error learning, may support the discovery of even more adaptive or innovative ways of behaving. Procrastination is taking your time. Precrastination is hurrying to get the job done. Which one are you? Call me at 844-405-HELP. Let's discuss. Are you a procrastinator or a precrastinator? I'm a Pre-crastinator, and may God bless you.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,